Hi, everybody, here with lesson 16 homework. I'm starting on page 143 with the homework helper. So, what we're doing in lesson 16 is comparing our numbers. Sometimes it does help to draw it out. And sometimes we can just look at the digits and compare the place value. It's funny, I was thinking about it. It's the same week as we're doing guide words in and dictionaries. So alphabetizing is very much the same. We can start with that hundreds place. And if it's the same, then we go to the tens. If that's the same, then we go to the ones. Just like when we're alphabetizing, we look at the first letter and then the next and the next. So it might help you to kind of think of them as being similar. The other thing we have to be able to do is use both the words less than, greater than, and the symbols. So for me, I always think about the alligator. I know it's silly, but I do. The alligator always eats the bigger number. So if the alligator is pointed this way, then that means this is the bigger number. So we would say 3 is less than 7, right? Because the alligator is always facing the bigger number. So if it's on that end, it must be the smaller one. So 3 is less than 7. If I have the 7 here, 7 is greater than 5 because it's facing this number has to be the biggest. So we are going to be using those three symbols: less than, greater than, and equal. Equal is easier. We've been using that for a long time, and you use it in many circumstances. So I'm sure you're comfortable with it. If this helps you to think of it as a big old mouth with teeth, draw yourself a little picture somewhere so that you can look at it, and it'll help you as you do your work. So we're starting, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It's kind of hard to see there. We're going to draw the numbers in our place values charts using place value discs. And then we're going to have to put them in order. So we're going to draw this number. So we need 2 in this place, 4 in this place, 1 in this place. This place is 100. Remember, write your number first. So much easier to put your circle. And then how many tens do we need? 4 of them. So 10, 10, 10, 10. And then in the ones place, just 1. Here, those same digits. We have 2, 4, and 1. But this time we have 4 in the hundreds place. One in the tens place, and the 2 is in the ones place. Here, still those same 3 numbers. We have a 2, a 4, and a 1. How many hundreds do we need here? We need 100. How many tens? And how many ones? Now, when it's all drawn out, it is very easy to see how different these numbers are, even though they all use those same 2, 4, and 1 digits. Putting those in different places makes a huge difference. Always read your directions carefully. It says from least to greatest. So we are doing the smallest number to the biggest number. So we're going to start with the hundreds, and they're not all the same. So we can go right with that first section, which is the smallest number. That's going to be C, 124. Because it's only got 100. Here we have 400s. Here we have 200s. Which one comes next? Which is the next smallest number? That's going to be here. It's got 200s. And then finally, this one is the biggest because it has 4 in the hundreds place. Here, we're going to compare numbers, but we're not drawing them out this time. If you're really struggling with this, go ahead and get out your place value discs or draw them and work it out. If that makes more sense for you. But we can also just use the template for small place value or make one for yourself. So we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. Remember the template that you have that has 4 or 6 of those on a page? Use this and it'll help you too. So we're going to be looking here and we are going to circle less than, greater than. So the first number is smaller than the second number, we use that. If the first number is greater than the second number, we use that. So here we have 112 is either less than or greater than 135. I'm going to write both of them in my hundreds chart. Can't seem to remember. 112 and 135. So now I've got them both in my chart, and we can see, starting with the hundreds, they're the same. So remember, like I was saying with alphabetizing, we're going to go to the second digit. All right. So this is the first number. We need to decide if this number is less than or greater than this number. So the hundreds are the same. What about the tens? 110 versus 3 tens. Is this first number 112, is it less, smaller, not as many, or is it greater, more, bigger? It's smaller. There's only 110. This one has 3 tens. So this place value chart can help you compare these numbers. 112 is less than 135. So let's look at B. And if you have that place value chart, go ahead and write the two numbers in. We have 152 and 157. I am going to go ahead and write this one because this is another one of those where we need to go several digits down. We have 1, 5, 2, and 1, 5, 7. My marker's starting to die here. So we look at the hundreds, the same. We look at the tens, the same. So maybe this number is equal. And then we get to the ones. This is our first number. So we need to know these are not equal. 2 is not equal to 7. Is 2 less than 7 or greater than 7? Less is smaller, not as many, fewer. Greater is more than, bigger. It is less. So 152 is less than 157. C, We have 214 is less than or greater than 204. So without putting it in the place value chart this time, let's just try to compare across the two numbers. So let's compare the hundreds. Both of them are a 2, so that's the same. Let's look at the tens. Are they the same? No. This number is 110. This number has 0 tens. Is 1 less, smaller than 0, or bigger, greater than 0? It is greater than. So 214 is greater than 204. Let's keep going. We're doing great. 475 less than or greater than 457. Oh, again, we have those same digits. So we're looking at the hundreds, the same. Look at the tens. Are they the same? They are not. We have 7 tens in the first digit, in the first number, and we have 5 tens in the second number. Is 7 less than 5 or greater than 5? It's greater than, bigger. It's more than 5. So we know that 475 is greater than, more than 457. 2 more of these, and then we start writing our symbols. 300 plus 60 plus 5 is less than or greater than 635. So we either need to change this into units and make it expanded form, or we need to make this into standard form in order to be able to compare them. It makes it much easier. So if I were to write this in standard form, I would say 365. Now we can compare. Starting with the hundreds, we have 3 here and 6 here. Is 3 less than, smaller than 6, or greater than, bigger than 6? It is less. So 300 plus 60 plus 5 is less than 635. We have 4 tens and 2 ones is less than or greater than 24. Again, we either need to put this one into unit form or this one into standard form. 4 tens and 2 ones is 42. Now we can compare. There's no hundreds, so we're going to start in the tens place. 4 and 2. Is 4 greater than, bigger, or less than, fewer, smaller, not as many? It's bigger. 4 is twice as big as 2. So we're going to say greater than. All right. Now let's take a look where we have to use our symbols, and they're right here. Okay. Greater than, less than, and equal. So if it helps you, make yourself a note to remember those teeth. The teeth always face the bigger number. So we have 100 and we have 99. Which one is bigger? Well, 99. One more would make it 100. So I know right away, but I can compare. There's nothing in the hundreds place here, and here we have a 1. So this number is definitely bigger, which means it's going to be facing, the big mouth is going to face 100. And we would say 100 is greater than 99. 316, 361. Again, those same digits. We need to look at where the place is. So starting with the hundreds, the same. Going to the tens, that's where they're different. Here we have 110. Here we have 6 tens. Is 110 less than or greater than 6 tens? It's less than. This one is bigger. So the alligator is facing that way. And we say 316 is less than 361. 523, 525. The first digit, same. Second digit, same. We have to go all the way to the third digit. And on the third digit in the ones place, we have a 3 here and 5 here. 3 is less than 5. And so 523 is less than 525. 602. And then here we have it in word form, but it says 602. 602, 602. That is the same. Equal means the same. 150, 90 plus 50. Oh, goodness. 90 plus 50. Well, if I decompose that 50 into 10 and 40, that 10 and the 90 is 100, yes? So this is 140. This is 150. 150 is greater than 140. Here we have unit form 9, 10, 6 ones. And here we have standard form 92. So we're going to change this into standard form so that we know what we're talking about. 9 tens is 96 ones, 96. So we have 96, 92. The nines are the same. We're going to look in the second digit. Which one is bigger? Which one is greater? The 6. 96 is greater than 92. 2 more. 6 tens, 8 ones. Over here it says 50 plus 18. So we're going to put both of these into standard form. 6 tens is 60, 8 ones is 8. So we have 68 on this side. Here, we're adding, but I'm still going to decompose over here. I'm going to put 10 on that side and 8 over there. So I have 50 and 10, that's 60. So we're going to have 60 plus 8, which is 68. Oh my goodness. They are the same or equal to. 84 minus 10, 7 tens, 5 ones. So 84 minus 10, we're going to be taking away one of the tens, not any of the ones. So we're going to take away one of those tens, and that leaves us with 7 tens and 4 ones. Over here, we have 7 tens and 5 ones. 74 and 75. Is 74 less than or greater than? Less than. This is the bigger number. Wow, boys and girls, good work. We haven't done those comparing numbers for a while. Thank you for working hard. I will see you next time.